Hey guys, this is Flubendox here. I'm showing off the Dragon. It's a first gen Scion TC. This is my going to be based off of my sub system again. I told you in the first movie I tried to find another mic that might make it sound better. So we'll see how this one works. This video I'll go into a little bit more detail of the system. I don't think I did it very well last time, but I'll show you the head unit again. This one here is a Pioneer. It's been a very good radio. This thing has just about everything on it, set aside from iPod and auxiliary and stuff like that. It's got all the frequency control and bass boost and everything, as far as equalizer on it too. Really good unit. The only thing I don't like on it is really the screen, and the screen is small and on this side instead of on the other side, because you're mostly using the wheel, so your hand kind of gets in the way. But other than that, really good radio. Pioneers are good, top-notch stuff, and this one's been really good too. I got this one in 11. Yeah, I had this car probably less than a year, and the very next morning that I got this car, I had to replace it to this radio because the other one, I mean, it was stock, but the 6 CD changer didn't even work. I'm not sure why. It just didn't seem to do anything. So all I had was radio, so I had to get something. And when I got the radio, I decided, might as well go ahead and do a subsystem while I'm at it, because I sold my other one to my friend. So anyway, that's the head unit. It's got everything on it. The settings on everything is at most low, especially on the bass boost part, because this thing hits hard. And I'm going to try to show you, if I can, if the camera will pick it up. The volumes on the amp, you'll see, are pretty low. But anyway, you'll see how well this thing kicks even at a low range. So yeah, everything is going direct from the radio. I'm using the preamps out to the amp. I've used the converters before. They work great. But a buddy of mine a few months ago looked at the numbers, and as far as for a woofer, a nice blast tone, it's better to go direct anyway. So it worked out really nice. So maybe it depends on what kind of converter, but I didn't feel like cutting into these speakers and doing it that way, so I just went all direct. The speaker systems on this one, as far as highs and mids and mid-lows, are the stock speakers for now. Eventually I'll go to T3s, but T3s or T5s probably. It just depends on how much room I really have for the crossovers. I just plan to X out everything on this one. But for right now, you're going to be listening to stock as far as those ranges go. So next I'll show you, actually, I'll show you a little bit briefly about my setup under the hood. It's not much, but just so you guys can see what's going on. Get this going. Alright, let's see. I'm using just simple wire, just to show you guys. Just an inline fuse is all I'm using for now. Eventually I will get a breaker, thinking about putting it here on top of the relay and fuses. I've seen other guys do that. I just got it hooked up directly to the positive. Everything else on it is pretty much the stock factory. Don't know how well you guys can see that. This is factory. Eventually I want to go to a Big 3 and do a what's it called, a capacitor. Put a capacitor on it to help the voltage. Excuse me, the amperage and the wattage, just to help it out just a little bit on the charging system. And the alternator is the stock one, if you can see it. So, yep, I got my DC headers. This car goes pretty fast, but that's for another video. And now on to the grand finale. There she is. It's my amp and sub. It's all a power system. The box here, I didn't make this box, but it's 1 inch thick, and it's a sealed box. It works very well. It hits all those frequencies. The sub I got is a T1, and it is a Rockford Fosgate sub. Really like these Fosgates. They're really awesome. They hit really nice and hard. This sub is a 15 watt, as well as the amp, which is right here. And I'll do this again. Last time I had trouble seeing it, but let's see. There it is. There's the power T1500 1 BD. the amp I'm using, and I don't know if it'll see. Not really. It's tough to see, but basically, for my power gain, it's set at 15, and I got this running about 65, which I think is what I've matched up. Also, it's either the 65 or the 83 on my on the radio head unit. There's my preamps. I got all these running through the passenger side of the TC, and the power wire is coming through the driver's side. And my ground is just going straight down in here with the seat itself. So everything just happened to lay right there. It just happened to be there where I needed it. So one thing I hate about this, though, is this thing is so darn heavy, it can't hold it. So oftentimes I have to drive around with it laying down. Oh well, not a whole lot of room in here, but once you get this thing going, it hits really nice and hard. It's a great thing about these coupes. So anyway, let's fire this thing up and see how she sounds with this new mic. Again, for those of you that saw my first video, I used just my iPod 4th generation, and the mic sounded really bad. So I thought I'd do another video just to see if it would work better. Let's see. There it goes. That's about 20. Let me check on this. Yeah, see, it's at 1. It's really hard to see it. Zero to 6 for the bass, in case you can't see it. Now let's jack it up. Lights still aren't flickering, so that new battery I got is still good. This looks like it's jumping. Alright, that's the dragon. Thanks for watching.